Good morning, everyone. An update on the improvised explosive device found in the vehicle now of a 55-year-old Desert Hot Springs man by the name of Norman Bell. And if you look at this article here on ABC News, and that confirms at least part of what I pointed out in the last video about this case, is that the improvised explosive device is considered something that is similar to a pipe bomb, which is how it's been quoted. Similar to a pipe bomb. So when you go and you look on Wikipedia and you dig into other articles, you find out that, for example, right here in this Farmington, Farmington, Maine article, it says, Sergeant Ken Grimes is worried a public statement about a homemade explosive detonated recently in Farmington sent the wrong message. It says here, it describes the explosive as being made of paper products consisting with homemade fireworks, but failed to explain the differences between fireworks and illegal homemade explosives. Now, he goes on later in the article to talk about it being a improvised explosive device. Now, the thing is what they're doing is they're picking anything like a homemade firecracker or a homemade M80, and they're calling it an improvised explosive device. Here it is, right here. He says, I'm a little hesitant to say that this is a fireworks issue because we are still looking at it as an improvised explosive device, he said. Legal consumer fireworks are made by professionals who follow a permitting process, and when someone deviates from that definition in any way, they are breaking the law, Grimes said. So what I see happened with this story here about this Desert Hot Springs man who was found with an illegal explosive device, but they're calling it an improvised explosive device. What I see them using it as is a case to hype up something that they say is illegal, but it's more to instill fear, and it is also to boost the funding for these bomb squads, because if you look at the news, you type in Norman Bell Desert Hot Springs and you put news, and you get KABC now. They picked it up. KESQ had it. Seattle Times, which is AP, Associated Press, they ran with it. California man arrested after explosive device found in car, which is a pickup truck. So I'm guessing that in the back of his pickup truck, he had some sort of maybe New Year's Eve firework that he created, and he was gonna light it off in his backyard and say Happy New Year. Because the guy, it says in the article that he had no prior criminal record. So this guy has a clean record. He was also picked up for, it says right here, he pled not guilty Thursday to one felony count of each of unlawful possession of a destructive device. Hold on, it slid down here. One of a destructive device, and it also says that he, oh boy, it's moving all around here. It also says that he had registration problems. Okay, so right here it is. He pled not guilty to Thursday to one felony count each of unlawful possession of a destructive or explosive device and altering or foregoing his vehicle registration, and a misdemeanor count of possession of a controlled substance. So he had a beer in his car. He had a New Year, and I'm speculating, but this is not a big deal, but they're using it to hype all around the country. So he had a beer in his car. He had a forged registration. He probably had one of those red stickers in the back that said, he could get another month, but it was like 3 months down the road. And he had a homemade New Year's Eve firework in his back of his pickup truck. And they're running with it, and they're running with it, and they're going all over the country with it. Because, again, the benefit of something small like this that pops up can be used all over the country. So that's that. We got they blew it out of proportion. And they call, again, over here in this other article, they call I'm a little hesitant to say that this was a fireworks issue, because remember, this is a Farmington, Maine article about another case, and this was back in 2012, where IEDs remain illegal. In spite of new legal fireworks law, IEDs remain illegal, and they consider basically a homemade big firecracker an IED. So if you had if you put a bunch of fireworks powder into a plastic tube, like a tube for your wrapping paper, and you put a wick on it, and you built something that's going to make everybody go, "Wow, that was amazing." They consider that an IED also. So it's just they're just completely going bananas with something like this, so that they can use it across the country to again expand the bomb squads, to expand the police departments, because if it doesn't show up very often, they all have to seize upon it to benefit from it. So there you go. There's more critical thinking for right after Christmas here. Hit subscribe and enjoy, and we're going to be putting out more videos soon. So stay tuned and keep on the lookout for more videos, because we're going to analyze more and more of the news and things that are going on in Desert Hot Springs.